Hello guys, welcome to another trade recap and forecast. So let's get into the markets. We had some movement last week, then we also had NFP Friday. So this was a clear news candle, clear NFP candle. And then this week we just kind of ranged around. We were really flat and corrective. So from last Wednesday, let's see, it was around here. Let me go through the opportunities that we had. So we had a flag, this flag right here. Flag formation. The blue candle is the entry candle. For me, I didn't take it. So there were two major reasons. Okay, first one, price action was kind of flat, kind of range bound to me personally. And then we had this impulse to the upside, so that was good. But then we also had a bit of a shift in momentum, a bit of too much selling pressure inside of the first leg of the flag. I did like this range, but again, this shift in momentum was just too much for me. So price action, not good enough. Shift in momentum here, not good enough to take it. I did stay out of this setup. It would have been a 1% loss. Okay, so saved myself the 1%. Then I did take a setup. This was a nice break and retest setup. What did I like about it? Well, to be honest, price action, yeah, technically in an uptrend, but not really clean. Not really clean price action because I'm seeing major selling pressure here. Definitely here, major selling pressure. So I was focused more on the last couple of candles. I was focused on this. I liked the momentum going up. Small wick, no wick, no wick. No shift in momentum. Price continues. The break, not the best. Bit of a wick on top, but I was willing to take the risk because I definitely saw overall major buying pressure. So I did set a pending buy limit for a break and retest with a 12 pip stop loss. And price pulled back. So I took me in, pulled back, broke the high. I placed my stop loss 2 pips below this low. So at 1.09402. And basically that's our trade management rule. And then basically I got taken out for a reduced risk. So I did not take the full 1% loss here. I took a reduced risk and I just followed the price according to our trade management rule. It was a small loss, so nothing to cry about, and it was a good trade. I would say it was a really nice break and retest setup. Okay, that trade is covered. Then NFP candle, huge wick on the bottom, huge wick on the top. We expect the range. That's exactly what is happening now. Price is more corrective, more flat, more range bound. Being more patient, this pair is not gonna be on the watch list. And I'm looking for that large push up or that large push down. Very simple. I'm just being more patient with the euro and the US dollar. EJ, let's take a look. So from our last Wednesday recap, I was definitely looking for a sell setup. I liked this downtrend. It was a very interesting, very nice downtrend. No shift in momentum here, no shift in momentum here either. Nice leg down, nice leg down, nice leg down as well. I did not want to take a straight break and retest setup because it would definitely show me a shift in momentum like this. So I was willing to be more patient. I wanted to see a smaller retrace to the upside area. Okay. That didn't happen. Instead, price just shot up. And I did manage to avoid the 1% loss on this opportunity as well. So it just didn't fit my plan. Then what happened? A bit of volatility. Then we descended. And I did take a break and retest setup yesterday, I believe it was. Yeah, yesterday morning. I did see a descending structure. So not the cleanest descending, but I'm looking at the lows. They're definitely being broken correctively. Being broken, leaving wicks. So overall, we were definitely in a descending channel. It could have been a bit cleaner. Okay, I can agree with that, but it still fit my plan. Broke the high, very nice candle, clean close, zero selling pressure, and absolutely great high probability pullback. And then we break with force. Okay, so this was definitely enough of a break for me. If we count the body, 11.5 pips, definitely a good enough break, especially with the prior price action. So I liked the prior price action, which was descending. I liked this momentum going up. I liked the pullback and I liked the break as well. set my order, got tagged in and tagged out straight away. This was a 1% loss. Okay, so this ended up being a 1% loss trade, but still very happy I took it. It still fits my plan. I have reviewed the trade now, because on the weekends I usually review all of the trades I take during the week. Yeah, this one happened yesterday, but I still kind of went through it, because when I get a loss like this, I kind of wanna analyze the trade, see if maybe I made a mistake in my analysis, but I just didn't. So this definitely fit my plan, and I would take this sort of a trade again. It is just part of probabilities. But yeah, just so you know, I usually do a weekend review of all the trades I took last week, and I do a monthly performance review where I gather up all of the trades from that month, see which trades are high probability, see which trades were valid, see which trades I made a mistake on, see which ones are FOMO, see which ones just did not fit my plan, and then I can improve for the next month. Okay, I know what to look for. For example, I know that I have an issue with the Aussie US dollar flags. I have a tough time spotting those. And I have an issue of taking trades early in the morning. So like 6, 7, 8 in the morning when I'm still waking up, when my head is not in a good place because I'm tired, I usually take a shitty setup. Okay, so those are the two things I have noticed going into, or not going into this year, but in this year. Two major issues that I'm battling with, and I have had issues with that exact same stuff back in 2023 as well. Aussie US dollar flags and taking shitty setups early in the morning. For example, this was early in the morning, but I still think it was a good setup. I have taken some much worse setups at 6 or 7 in the morning, let me tell you that. Flat, range bound, not on the watch list, being more patient, looking for a large push up or looking for a large push down just for the price to move away from the current structure. Maybe this can go bullish, maybe this can get a push up, and maybe this overall descending structure can play out, but I'm not currently seeing all the good signs that I want to see. Okay, so not convinced just yet. I need more bullish pressure. Aussie US dollar was very interesting. Let me cover it. Okay, so here there was a range. We took I took one winning setup, and my colleagues Nico and Griff took, I think, a bit more setups here, made some really good percentage. I think they made around 6% last week on the liquidity sweep entry. I made 3%, or not 3%, but 3R from this buy setup here. So this was just flat, and then price did finally break out to the upside. Okay, broke out to the upside and got this very nice impulse going up. Okay, large push, clean close, small wick, small wick, small wick, and then the flag formed. Okay, I stayed out of this setup. For me, I just didn't like the prior price action, which was flat and range bound, and I didn't like the shift in momentum that happened here. Okay, I saw too much selling pressure right here, and I did stay out. Now, Nico and Griff took this one, and Ruben as well. So the traders that I'm currently working with and trading with, they did like this trade, and I can definitely see why they liked it. I think I need to work on my Aussie US dollar flags. I have missed a couple of these flags on Euro US dollar and Aussie US dollar because I saw a bit of a shift in momentum, but maybe it can be tolerated. And if you look at the size of the candles, they're definitely looking smaller than all of the candles going up. Okay, so this is something I need to work on, and if I work on it, I'll be able to extract much more percentage on a long-term scale. Okay, so yeah, I did stay out of this one, but it did end up flying to the upside. So this was a FOMO trade. Definitely I was feeling a lot of FOMO when it was going up and I was not involved, but that's trading. I'm gonna miss trades, I'm gonna miss setups. Traders are gonna take setups that just don't fit my plan, and they're gonna make massive percentage, but I just need to deal with that. It's gonna happen. You cannot completely avoid from feeling FOMO, or from missing a setup, or from not taking a setup and then the setup goes flying. It's just part of the probabilities, part of trading. It's all about how you deal with that. Do you accept it as something to work on, or do you just get depressed and stop trading for 2 or 3 weeks? Okay, the key is to accept that it happened and then work on it, see if you can implement it into your plan so you can make more percentage next time the opportunity arises. So it's all about how you respond to these difficult situations, because every single trader is going to experience a lot of difficult situations and a lot of hardships. But what makes a good trader different than a bad trader is how they respond to the bad situations. So when they miss a trade, when the trade goes flying, when they take a shitty trade, what do they do next? Do they sit down on the desk, do a lot of work, or do they just pause for 2 or 3 weeks, move away from the PC, and just do nothing? Okay, so yeah, it's all about how you respond to these tough situations. Then NFP candle here on the top. I believe the guys got in with a 10 pip stop loss and got out somewhere around this level. So like a 5% winner. Very nice setup, very nice trade, very interesting flag if you want to analyze it. Oh, sorry, I covered it with my camera. But basically, yeah, 5% winner. And then we went descending, ascending, yeah, just flat, range bound. Another news candle here. So I am going to put this on the watch list. I'm going to put the Aussie US dollar on the watch list for the liquidity sweep entry. Because I know when I get a large news candle like this, it is very important what happens in these liquidity areas. Price has now started to range around. There is a very high chance that if we range around a bit more and then pierce into these areas, that we're gonna retrace. So what my aim is, basically I'm gonna be buying the bottom and selling the top. If I see all of the confluences align, if I see all of the criteria align, if I see a trade that actually fits my plan, okay? So into these trades, into these liquidity sweep trades, there goes a lot of work and a lot of confluences need to align. I don't just blindly sell the top or buy the bottom. I need a lot of little things to line up and then I execute. So I'm gonna be waiting to see what will happen in these areas. I'm very interested to take a liquidity sweep entry. This is looking very, very flat, very corrective, very range bound. Okay. Some people may have taken the liquidity sweep from here, like this was a liquidity area. But for me, this didn't fit my plan. I didn't see enough of a shift in momentum here. I didn't see a large blue candle where I can identify a lot of people buying. I don't think a lot of people were buying in these areas. So this was not really a significant area for me. I did stay out of that setup. So I didn't buy the bottom here. But now if we can do a nice shift like this and then just range around and then break the low, I'm gonna be interested, okay? I'm gonna be interested. That's why I'm putting it on the watch list. Or I'm just looking for a large push up or that large impulse to a downside. Very, very simple. That's about it. Aussie Japanese yen. Not really showing me much potential. So last Wednesday was here, flat, range bound, more corrective. We did start to form a very, very interesting descending channel, a very clean descending channel. Why is it clean? We'll count the breaks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 consecutive breaks of the low. That's a very clean channel. That's a very high probability channel. I'm definitely expecting for the price to start trending up from this sort of a structure. Okay, and look at what happens when we break the low. Corrective, retrace, wicks. Major rejections to the downside. Not a lot of selling pressure. This didn't fit my plan for a reversal. Okay, I did stay out of this trade because the break was not enough. Broke the high with a wick, broke the high with another wick. Not a good enough break. So I did stay out of this trade. If anyone was in, I think you would get taken out somewhere around here according to our trade management rule. And then in the end, price did end up going further to the upside. But now I'm just not seeing the commitment I want to be seeing, okay? I'm just not seeing it. What I wanted to see is an explosion to the upside straight from here. I wanted to see this, flag, boom, flag, and then we go up. This current price action is definitely not what I want to be seeing. Corrective, flat, range bound, not on the watch list, being more patient. looking for this to possibly to continue with the momentum and for the descending to play out more, but I'm just gonna be more patient, to be honest. It's not showing me what I want to be seeing, and yeah, this doesn't feel high probability. Pound is a bit interesting. Okay, so I was very interested to look for an opportunity right here. Very, very interested. So prior price action we had, so this was Thursday. Prior price action was definitely ascending, but then we got this momentum. So this happened at the same time as the euro and US dollar. I had my order on for the euro US dollar and for the pound US dollar. Both of them were very, very interesting, very high probability. Major momentum, one candle pullback, zero selling pressure, buying continues, nice break, strong break, bit of a wick on the top. It can be ignored. It is Thursday as well. Thursdays are the best days to take a trending setup. So I was very happy to place my pending order on the high of the inside bar, 16 pip stop loss. Unfortunately, I did not get tagged in. Okay, price pulled back, broke the high, and then making the trade invalid. If I was in, this would have been a nice winner. Look, price started flying up after that. Yeah, unfortunately, wasn't tagged in. Part of the probabilities, it happens. There's gonna be trades where we are not tagged in, but it's all about trading on a large sample size. I did make a detailed video about this on my Instagram account, so the link is gonna be in the description if you want to check it out. But the basics of this trade are large push, one candle pullback, price continues, major momentum, didn't get tagged in. It's all about the probabilities on a large sample size. In 1 year, we're gonna get loads of these setups, and I'm gonna get taken in like 60 to 70% of the time, and I'm gonna be able to bank some massive percentage. This time I wasn't tagged in, price started flying without me. It's all a part of the game. Okay, so it's all a part of the game. It's bad luck, I would say, just part of the probabilities. There's gonna be periods of bad luck, there's gonna be periods of good luck. We just need to get through the bad luck to get to the good to the periods with good luck. Okay, it's like clusters of losses and then clusters of winners, or clusters of bad luck and clusters of good luck. That's how it goes in Forex. If you can't deal with that, well, then maybe trading is not for you. It's tough. Okay, it's tough, but you can go through it. It's not that hard. Definitely it's not that hard if you're involved with other traders. If you're, let's say, in a trading community, you can speak to other traders. You have other people experiencing the same hardships as you are, and that makes things a lot easier. I know because I have my trading colleagues. I have Nico, Griff, and Ruben. We talk almost every day. We talk about setups. We talk about if we missed a trade. We talk about which trades fit our plan, which trades don't fit our plan, and we just go through price action, and it kind of makes it a lot easier to go through these periods of bad luck with other traders, and it's much better to go through periods of good luck with other people as well. So if you want that experience, definitely join a trading community where you can be surrounded with other like-minded individuals and traders as well. That's why we created Zentum Trading, okay? Because we liked that model so much that we created an actual trading community, and now there's like 45 people, and we all talk to each other, and we all support each other through the hard periods of trading and through the good periods as well, because you can get overconfident, you can over risk. In the good periods, you can screw up your account as well. So yeah, you need to be careful in the bad periods, but in the good periods as well. Always be alert, always follow the plan. Current price action, NFP candle, range, sort of descending, okay, sort of descending. So am I gonna put it on the watch list? Well, not yet. I want to see that large push first. Let me see that large impulse going up. We also have a bit of a V and a range. Not the cleanest, not the best, but I would expect this to go up. So especially since you have this uptrend as well. So you know what? I'm actually gonna put it on the watch list because I like three things about this price action. I like the overall uptrend, and then this just may be a pause. So this may be a flag on the larger time frames. So let's say maybe on the daily, okay, maybe on the 4 hour, not the daily. Yeah, so it looks kind of like a flag, right? So you have the push up, and then you have kind of a flag. So maybe this is just kind of losing steam and it's gonna continue up. So you have the overall uptrend, you have the descending structure, you have the small V and a range. 3 things telling me price wants to go up. If we do go up, I'll look for a flag or I'll look for a break and retest. So I'm gonna put this one on the watch list. But be careful what happens in these areas. We need to break these areas with force. These are areas of liquidity. These are areas where price is very likely to bounce off. That's it for the pound. NJ. Let's see about NJ. Last Wednesday around here, corrective flat range bound. Definitely corrective flat and range bound. And then we get this, I would say it was a nice descending structure. Okay, I would say it was a nice descending structure. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive breaks of the low. It was looking high probability. It was looking clean as well. And then price starts to range around, breaks the high with momentum, nice clean close on the top, and then a flag forms. Okay, so here's the flag. First high, first low, second high, second low. That's our flag. I didn't take it. A couple of warning signs. Price slowing down on the top, and then we have major selling pressure. Okay, this is a very deep retracement. Also wick on the top. So, and it's Tuesday as well. 4 warning signs. Okay, slowing down, wick, Tuesday, and major selling pressure. So this one did not fit my plan, and it would have been a 1% loss as well. And then we broke the high, retraced. Now this is looking flat, this is looking corrective, this is looking range bound. Unfortunately, the descending channel could not play out. It was looking very clean and very large on the larger scale, but it just could not play out. Again, all a part of the probabilities. Now we are flat, range bound, and more corrective in this general area. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a large push up or a very simple large push to the downside, maybe a V reversal and a range, and then a push down. So that's on my radar, that's on my trading plan. Let's see if that happens. That's it for this video. So I have 2 pairs on the watch list. We had some major activity last week. Markets starting to trend a little bit. Again, exploiting the range bound liquidity sweep entry on the Aussie US dollar as well. It's looking very nice, very interesting, getting a lot of good trades with that. And let's just keep at it. Let's just keep following the plan. Let's see if the trending markets can actually continue. Let's see if these large moves up can actually continue. Again, look at the pound. It kind of broke out of this very corrective structure. Kind of broke out. So let's see if this can go up. That's it. That's it for this video. Good luck with your trading and see you guys in the next one.